Valeria Marquez was young, vibrant, and building a career as a beauty influencer. She connected with thousands online, sharing makeup tips and moments from her life. But on a seemingly ordinary day, her online presence turned into a real-life tragedy. As Valeria interacted with her followers on a TikTok live stream, the unthinkable happened. A man entered the beauty salon where she was broadcasting. He opened fire. Valeria's live stream, meant to be a showcase of beauty and connection, became a horror show. The violence, broadcast live for the world to see, served as a chilling reminder of the vulnerability of women, even in seemingly safe spaces. The attack sent shockwaves across social media and beyond. It was a stark illustration of how quickly life can be taken, and how violence can penetrate even the seemingly safe haven of the digital world. The incident sparked outrage and fear. People questioned the safety of online platforms and grappled with the brutality that played out in real time. How could something so horrific happen in such a public forum? Valeria's death was not just a personal tragedy, it became a public spectacle, forcing a conversation about the safety of women and the unchecked violence they face. The search for answers began immediately. Who was this man, and what motivated this heinous act? The investigation pointed towards a chilling possibility: femicide. This type of gender-based violence, tragically common in Mexico, cast a dark cloud over the case. Valeria's death, it seemed, was not an isolated incident but part of a larger, deeply troubling pattern. Femicide, the killing of a woman or girl because of her gender, is a horrifying reality in Mexico. It's a brutal manifestation of deeply ingrained sexism and violence against women. While Valeria's case brought the issue into the harsh spotlight of social media, femicide is a pervasive problem in Mexico, with roots in a culture that often devalues women's lives. According to statistics, more than 10 women are murdered every day in Mexico. These numbers are staggering and paint a grim picture of the dangers women face. The motives behind these killings are often rooted in misogyny and a sense of ownership over women's bodies and lives. They are often committed by partners, ex-partners, or family members, highlighting the vulnerability of women even within their own homes. The Mexican government has faced increasing pressure to address this crisis. Activists, organizations, and citizens are demanding justice, accountability, and an end to the impunity that often shields perpetrators. They argue that the government is not doing enough to protect women, investigate crimes, and support victims. They demand systemic change, including legal reforms, better law enforcement, and a societal shift in attitudes towards women. Valeria's death, live-streamed for the world to see, served as a brutal wake-up call. It forced people to confront the reality of femicide in Mexico and acknowledge the urgent need for action. Her case became a rallying point, fueling demands for justice not just for Valeria but for all victims of gender-based violence. The public outcry highlighted the collective frustration and anger over the lack of safety for women and the urgent need for change. Valeria Marquez was more than just a statistic, more than just a hashtag. She was a daughter, a friend, a talented young woman with dreams, aspirations, and a bright future ahead of her. She was building a career as a beauty influencer, using her platform to connect with others, share her passion for makeup, and empower her followers. Valeria's online presence was filled with color, creativity, and positivity. She had a natural ability to connect with people, offering makeup tutorials, sharing glimpses into her life, and spreading joy through her vibrant personality. Her followers were drawn to her authenticity, her talent, and her infectious enthusiasm. She was a rising star in the world of beauty influencing, on the cusp of achieving even greater success. Her tragic death cut short a life full of promise. It left her family and friends devastated, her followers heartbroken, and a community in mourning. The outpouring of grief and tributes from those who knew her and those who followed her online spoke volumes about the impact she had made. She was remembered for her kindness, her infectious laugh, and her ability to brighten even the dullest day. Valeria's legacy extended beyond her online persona. She was a role model for many, particularly young women who aspired to follow in her footsteps. She represented a new generation of influencers, using their platforms to build communities, empower others, and make a difference in the world. Her death was a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the devastating impact of violence against women. The brutal murder of Valeria Marquez, witnessed by thousands online, sent shockwaves far beyond the borders of Mexico. It ignited a global conversation about violence against women, femicide, and the urgent need for change. People from all walks of life demanded justice for Valeria and called for an end to the culture of impunity that allows such crimes to occur. The hashtag #JusticeForValeria trended worldwide, amplifying the voices demanding accountability and action. People shared her story, expressed their outrage, and called for concrete steps to address the root causes of gender-based violence. The online community, often a space for fleeting trends, united in sustained outrage and grief, demanding better protection for women and an end to the violence. Valeria's case highlighted the power of social media as a tool for advocacy and mobilization. It showed how online platforms can be used to raise awareness, spark conversations, and demand accountability. The global outcry over her death put pressure on the Mexican authorities to conduct a thorough investigation, bring the perpetrator to justice, and take concrete steps to address the broader issue of femicide in the country. The fight for justice for Valeria is far from over. It requires a multifaceted approach that addresses systemic issues, challenges cultural norms, and provides better protection for women. It demands a commitment from governments, institutions, and individuals to challenge gender inequality, promote respect for women's rights, and create a world where women can live free from violence and fear.